Azerbaijan to some kind. Rings favor Yemen.
Period.
Angel Reese is making headlines once more, but this time for all the wrong reasons. Her flurry of red carpet events is taking the place of her workouts and practice highlights. With the WNBA offseason in full swing and everyone's attention focused on podcasts and social media tirades, fans are beginning to wonder where Reese's priorities actually lie. They're not the only ones keeping a close eye on this, though, as rumors are circulating about a recent warning from one of the greatest players in sports history, and the implications of this message could change the entire narrative around Reese. Reese's decisions stand in stark contrast to Caitlin Clark's strategy. Fans and analysts take note of Reese's headline-seeking actions against Clark's gym sessions, which sparks discussions about commitment and what it means to elevate the sport, even though Clark continues to train hard, hone her skills, and prepare for another incredible season while making public appearances.
It's really fun, rewarding, and also interesting to watch these younger athletes step into their professional careers. Obviously, Caitlin and Angel are two great examples.
Before we break it down, please remember to subscribe to the channel. Are you ready to go? Subbird's words are significant and couldn't have come at a more crucial time for Reese, as concerns about her dedication grow. Could this be the beginning of the end for Reese? Will Clark's unwavering focus be the blueprint that sets a new standard?
Right, like so much earlier, these athletes are thinking about themselves as businesses, as brands. And it's amazing because they're carrying that with them to the WNBA, and so everything's just bigger.
When players either travel abroad for international play or remain in the United States, spending hours in the gym honing their skills, the WNBA offseason is a crucial time for recovery, development, and getting ready for the next level of competition. It separates those who can improve from those who run the risk of slipping behind. Angel, after having surgery in early September, Reese said she would return to basketball activities in 6 weeks. However, it has been 2 months, and rather than demonstrating her commitment to the game, Reese has been spotted at a number of red carpet events, and her weekly podcast frequently makes headlines for reasons unrelated to her basketball prowess. Discussions on her dedication have been stoked by this focal choice, particularly among those who are hoping for greater substance from players. It has been suggested that Reese's focus may be deviating from the sport itself as a result of her remarks regarding salary inequities.
I just hope y'all know the WNBA don't pay my bills at all. I don't even think that pays one of my bills where I stay at. Let me do the math real quick.
He might cover that. Yeah,
It
definitely covers that.
What is my? I don't even know my salary. No, my rent is more than that. It's 8,000. I'm living beyond my means.
However, Caitlin Clark's strategy presents a different picture, as she also spends time with loved ones and works in charity. One undisputed pattern in Clark's social media presence is the training videos she posts of herself honing her skills, including as increasing her shooting accuracy, fortifying her left-hand drive, and perfecting her mid-range floater. Fans who respect hard effort and development will find great resonance in the ambition and passion these glances into Clark's offseason provide. It has been observed that Reese and Clark have different offseason priorities. Clark's well-rounded but basketball-focused actions have garnered praise and excitement for her upcoming campaign, while Reese's emphasis on public appearances has raised concerns about her core beliefs. The developing parallels between these two athletes highlight a larger theme of what it means to remain dedicated in a league that is becoming more and more competitive.
I feel like I'm just scratching the surface. I feel like there's just so many areas that I want to improve in and to continue to get in the gym and work on that every single day.
It is evident from looking at how the NBA's most talked about players spend their offseason that commitment is more than just a talent. It's a statement, as demonstrated by Reese Garner's attention-grabbing behavior off the court. If you made it this far and are enjoying the video, please remember to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. We understand that watching this video takes up some of your time, and we appreciate it. However, what did Subbird really say that has everyone paying attention? We'll break it down in a little. Clark's dedication to intense training may prove to be the decisive factor in the upcoming season's battles and beyond.
Now they're in that world. And so my only advice is usually just to make sure they keep basketball the main thing, because at the end of the day, that is your vehicle. It's your vehicle to, Angel Reese has a podcast. It's her vehicle to be a podcaster, right? Whatever Caitlin ends up doing, it's the vehicle to get you to that point.
Being a 5-time Olympic gold medalist and 4-time WNBA champion, S. Bird's name is synonymous with excellence in women's basketball, and her perspectives are invaluable. Bird has discussed how crucial it is to have basketball as her first focus, specifically when Drew mentioned that both Clark and Reese were receiving assistance from Sage. The two were immediately mentioned on social media, and fans and pundits quickly began drawing analogies to STK. The foundation of Bird's career was discipline and a relentless drive to improve. Even as she pursued endorsements and built her legacy basketball, her North Star wanted to make sure that part didn't fall off. Bird's comments come as Reese's offseason has heavily leaned into public appearances. For some of these appearances, these outings signal a player expanding her brand, but Bird's scathing advice serves as a subtle reminder of the consequences when focus shifts too far from the game. The Bird's warning implies that Ree may be losing sight of this equilibrium, a reminder that, despite its potential as a potent instrument, fame is brittle in the absence of constant on-court excellence.
I want to make sure that part doesn't fall off.
Bird's remarks are set against the backdrop of the WNBA's constantly changing landscape, where players must balance the dual challenges of maintaining their status as elite athletes and maximizing their brand, while Reese's antics have raised awareness of women's basketball, prompting critics to claim that her focus may be waning. In this regard, Bird's remarks are poignant and serve as a warning to make sure that the attraction of public and media attention doesn't overshadow basketball. Caitlin Clark's strategy acts as a counterpoint, skillfully striking a balance between her demanding training and public persona. In line with Bird's message, Clark's routine, which is frequently featured in videos and interviews, showcases the many hours she spends honing her abilities, whether it be shooting flawlessly or learning new moves. This shows how elite athletes can interact with the public without compromising the core of their craft.
It's a balance. You have to find that balance. But when you look at some of the other athletes, particularly men, who've set a little bit of a blueprint in terms of the business and the sport, you never see LeBron miss a workout.
In a league where competition is only getting stronger and where lasting legacies are built on consistency, Reese Bird's remarks could be interpreted as a chance for introspection because they hint at the possibility of recalibrating her path, making the most of her spotlight while making sure her game speaks loudest. The question is whether Reese will take this subtle but important warning to heart. Maintaining basketball as the main focus is more than just advice. It's a blueprint for remaining relevant and respected.
I just come out here and try to play basketball in a way that people love watching, in a way that is going to make my team successful, and the records and whatever, or the stats, that's just what comes with.
Angel Reese's recent off-court acts have provoked strong feelings from the public, increasing both support and condemnation. Dave Portnoy, the outspoken CEO of Barstool Sports Portnoy, has been one of the loudest voices in this ongoing conversation. He has not held back from criticizing Reese's lack of class and pointing out that her emphasis on media and personal branding may be taking away from what fans want to see: dedication to the game. These remarks have struck a chord with a subset of fans who believe that Reese's strategy runs the risk of undermining her credibility, which has added to this narrative. Reese's mentor and former LSU standout Shaquille O'Neal posted an unexpected remark on her own show. Many were shocked when Shaq compared Reese to a backup player instead of a superstar, considering his prior backing for the.
Imagine if your first round draft pick had the season she had, the controversy she had, got injured in a questionable injury, asked out, and then started a podcast gossiping about everything in the league as a rookie. Please.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Caitlin's head down, just fucking in the gym,
ready to go.
You don't hear a peep from her. She cares about you got me wound up.
This open statement implied that Reese's current trajectory might not match the stature expected of her, echoing worries expressed by both fans and analysts. It also subtly reaffirmed the idea that upholding excellence requires more than media appearances. Rather, it requires a focused dedication to the sport. The public's reactions have been divided, with some on one side applauding her charisma and willingness to push boundaries, viewing her as a vital force for raising awareness in women's sports, and others who agree with Portnoy's and Shaq's observations, holding that official court activities should complement rather than eclipse athletes' commitment to their craft. This divide highlights a larger question within the sports community. Can athletes successfully navigate fame without sacrificing their primary role as competitors?
You know who you are? You're the female Antoine Jameson. You know who Antoine Jameson is? He got 20,000 points with his shot. Whatever your shot is. Like, everybody's shot ain't gonna be Steph Curry. Your shot is your shot.
Portnoy's and Shaw's comments have increased the level of scrutiny surrounding Reese, putting her at a crucial juncture. Whether she changes course and concentrates more on basketball or stays on her current course will probably affect not only her reputation but also how future athletes perceive the delicate balance between fame and athletic accomplishment. While Angel Reese's offseason has been characterized by high-profile appearances and media engagements, the responses she is getting serve as a reminder that in the competitive world of professional sports, perception can frequently have an impact on a career just as much as performance itself. Videos and accounts of Caitlin Clark's training sessions demonstrate her honing critical skills, from improving her shooting accuracy to mastering her left-hand control and creating a dependable mid-range floater. This meticulous approach isn't merely for show. Rather, it is a testament to her determination to stay ahead in a competitive league. There are still off-season activities for Clark's court. She periodically takes a break for personal interests like golf and takes part in charity events. But what really stands out about her is how she skillfully strikes a balance between these activities and her main goal of training and development. Her commitment is demonstrated by her social media presence, which includes glimpses of her rigorous training regimens. Supporters value this balance because they see it as an indication of both professionalism and a love for the game. Legends like Sue Bird and Candace Parker, who promoted constant work and skill development throughout their careers, are in line with Clark's dedication over the summer. This strategy has not only helped Clark keep up her physical edge, but has also won over a growing following of fans who are looking for athletes who are resilient and hardworking. Her emphasis on improvement, while still making a positive impact on the WNBA's visibility, projects an air of genuineness that resonates deeply with this Angel Reese's current summer activities, and her relentless work ethic stand in stark contrast, sparking a constant conversation among fans and pundits, while Reese's eye-catching looks keep her in the spotlight. Clark's commitment to training offers a roadmap for long-term success. It demonstrates that being ready to perform when the season starts comes first, even though exposure is crucial. In addition to improving her reputation, Clark's laser-like focus shows how an athlete can interact with their fans and community while maintaining their sport as the focal point of their endeavors. This balance may also help her improve her game and establish herself as one of the league's most important players.
Shaq just called her a role player, not a star, certainly not a superstar, not a legend. Hey, you remind me of Antoine Jameson. Oh, nice player. Put up 20,000 points. No one's really heard of him. I think Antoine played at North Carolina. Anyway, Shaq slams Angel Reese to her face.
Athletes' off-season decisions can have a lasting impact on their careers, influencing both their on-field success and their legacy. For Angel Reese, the attention has been a double-edged sword, but her off-court prominence has raised her reputation. It's uncertain if her present strategy fits the recipe for long-term success. Whether Reese realizes it or not, Bird's subliminal warning suggests that he could lose ground if his attention strays from the game's foundations. However, Caitlin Clark is an example of a deliberate approach that puts steady improvement ahead of short-term fame's off-season regimen, which combines intense preparation with well-balanced public participation, sets a high bar that appeals to both mentors and fans. This regimen of unwavering training strengthens her athleticism and solidifies her position as a key player in the league's future. Athletes who focus their off-seasons on training while incorporating thoughtful public appearances tend to achieve prolonged success, as demonstrated by the disparity between Reese and Clark's strategies. According to Clark's path, Achieving this balance may be the key to a player's ability to develop, sustain peak performance, and avoid being overtaken by rivals. As Reese moves forward, it will be crucial to see if she shifts her focus or sticks to her current course. The 2025 season and beyond will show which strategy has the greatest influence. Will Reese follow the advice, or is this the beginning of the end? The glamour of media-centric stardom or the relentless work that produces champions in the world of professional sports typically outlasts times in the spotlight.
The amount of people that have showed up in the stadiums, from the viewership numbers to people really wanting to wear a WNBA player's jersey or buy their merch or whatever it is, or have their shoe. Just how it's evolved in such a short period of time, I think shows everyone, there is real opportunity.
Before we break it down, please remember to subscribe to the channel. Are you ready to go? Subbird's words are significant and couldn't have come at a more crucial time for Reese, as concerns about her dedication grow. Could this be the beginning of the end for Reese? Will Clark's unwavering focus be the blueprint that sets a new standard?
The more people can get out and watch the W or watch the college game or whatever it is, the better it's going to be for the future of the game.
The reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.